Well, welcome to this week's video. This week we're going to be kind of touching some of the highlights of the rebuild after the storm damage we had where the tree came down. So you can see I've already pulled down the part of the porch cover behind me. I didn't film any of that. It was just basically pretty dangerous, so I didn't work any camera stuff during that. And I've also started putting back together the porch cover for the shed slash tiny home we have. So we'll get on with it. I'm going to do, like I said, just highlights of it. It's not going to be a full length step-by-step thing, but we'll put little bits and pieces in of the progress and all that and get it done. Meantime, God bless and thank you for watching. Please hit the like and subscribe button. Well, there you have it. I'll take a couple of scrap pieces from the other roof and fill in these corners here, and then on what I do is I run caulking across that top edge there. But the cover to the tiny home is done. Now I just got to do the suntuf siding. Well, here we go. We got to start on the deck repairs. I didn't film that because that beam was heavy and I didn't want to mess with the camera while trying to put the beam up. I just got carried away. With the rafters all in, we gotta put another rafter against the house here once we replace the fascia board. And then we'll go from there and roof it. But it's coming along. So I treated a lot of damage. It's been kind of a nightmare doing all this, tearing up the yard with equipment. There it is. The top of the front of the tiny home still looks good though. Can't wait to finish it off all the way. So as you can see, after the tree came down, the repairs that I've been doing, you watched some of my time-lapse stuff doing the roof. I'm now gonna try and put the plastic on. What I did was cut one sheet of this suntuf with the right angle for up in there, and then I'm going to use that as my pattern for the next ones that I have to cut for each side. So this is the outside of the suntuf. So what I'll do for this side is I'll just lay it on other way so I get the angle for the exterior. I always put the sticker side out on these panels. So now I've got to measure where my low side is on here. It's 88 inches up, 26. These are 26 inches wide. So I'm going to mark that mark, then I'm going to lay my panel on and go from there. I know you've watched me in some of my other videos up in Alaska using plastic. When I originally did this shed or tiny home entryway, I tried it with the regular corrugated plastic that people have bought for years, and you just can't cut it. What I found with this suntuf is It's easy to cut with both a skill saw and with shears. So I'm going to cut this with the shears, my old shears. Probably be my last project I do with them, unless I can find replacement blades for it, because this thing is almost as old as I am. But it doesn't split, whereas the old corrugated stuff, when I tried cutting with shears, cracked and split and all that. This stuff lasts much longer, stays pliable much longer. I know on the Arctic entry I made, greenhouse style Arctic entry I made on the cabin up there in Alaska, it's gone through 2 winters now of both below 0 temperatures and up into the mid upper 80s, and it's still pliable like this. So I really like this stuff. I think if you're going to buy any type of plastic, it's well worth the investment. It is a little bit more expensive than the regular corrugated, but it's well worth the investment, just for ease of use and everything else. And I could probably measure, but I find it so much easier just to do this. So on the shorter side, 9 inches, so I'm going to go 9 and 1/8, just to make sure I've got enough. One more cut in there because before the eave of the home comes down. Well, there you have it. I have the plastic all the way around. Everything, a little bit of steam building up in there already. Once we get some warm weather, that'll all dry out. The only thing I got left to do is I've taken the one floorboard that was broken, which is laying here, pulled it out, moved the second one over, cut it, put it in place so I could put this bottom 2x4 on and get the front plastic on, and hopefully later today I'll slide the new board in. It'll be a little bit different color, won't be dirty, but slide it in, and then other than putting gutters back on the front of this, it will be done. So one task down from the tree damage. I've got the fence halfway repaired. That'll finish up probably tomorrow or Wednesday. And look at the porch. Porch is pretty much done. We got to paint it. We've got it all roofed. The holes in the roof are patched. All that's done. As you can see from the previous photos of the tree that came down, all the damage that took place. There's the gutter that'll get replaced. We're just waiting on the date for that. And then I'm gonna paint up underneath this. And you've seen it from my short that we did the inside of the house already. Got it done. So everything's coming along. So we're painting the deck cover to match everything else. And up underneath, that way any moisture comes in here, at least it's got a paint layer and not going to discolor the plywood or anything. It's a lot of purpley red, but hey, you won't notice it. Come along. Almost all the repairs are complete. You can see that. We'll get her done. Well, there you have it, folks. This is all done and complete. Floor's fixed. Gutters are on. The porch cover's all done, stained. Gutters are all put back in place. We stained this a different color this time instead of the clear. We stained it a darker color. That's actually an oil stuff that we put on. And then of course it's painted up underneath to match the trim on the outside of the house. As you can see, I think it looks pretty good. As good as, if not better than before. And the damage to the deck up here, this was really a pain for the contractor to pull those in and out. I helped a little bit because it just took extra manpower. When you slide them in and out, they were just tight. But he got all those replaced, so now there's no more damage on the Trex board. And if you see over there in the garage, I got that all roofed, so that's all waterproof. The only thing we have left to do is we're getting some dirt brought in for some yard work to fix where the tractors tore up the yard. But with that said, I hope you all enjoyed this video. I know it's not a real long one, but at least kind of shows what we went through, some of the things we fixed. So going to be doing some Alaska videos real soon. We're going to, before I do the Alaska video though, we're going to do a hot wings challenge with a couple of friends of mine. It should be pretty comical, hopefully. And then the Alaska videos, back to doing some of those. So God bless, hugs, and see you guys on the next one.